Howdy everybody, Big Fatty Plus, and welcome back, damn it, to the BygMan Plays Planescape Torment, requested by Bormac. When we last left off, we were still exploring the Smoldering Corpse bar, and now we're going to talk to... Oh. You see a man standing stock still. He isn't moving a muscle. On closer examination, it appears he isn't even breathing, just standing. His eye sockets are empty holes in his face. Well, that's unsettling! Contained within their bounds, the flat grey light seems to dance with possibility. Looking into the sockets, the eerie, empty feeling of a limitless void shivers through you, as if you had gazed into a sliver of eternity. The head slowly swivels toward you. You notice that no muscles appear to move under his skin as he turns. I am freaked out by this motherfucker! And he speaks in a pure bell-like tone. Well met, wanderer. You have forgotten again, haven't you? Ah! Fuck! I swear, this guy is just... Do you know me? As he opens his mouth, you get that feeling of eternity again. Inside his mouth, you see no tongue, no teeth. It's almost as if this man were a shell surrounding an illimitable expanse. I have spoken with you before, but always you forget. Your endless quest to discover yourself ends always in your amnesia. You draw close to the truth and recoil. Let us hope that you have the strength to endure your existence. What do you know of me? How do you know of this? I know that you, like a fly, rise up from the wreckage of your old shell, buzz about for a time, and curl up and die at the window of truth. You bumble about the pain, seeking the light without any plan to your actions, and fall exhausted when you fail. You alight on others to feed from them for a time, and move on with no regard to them. I have watched you come here and listen to your words, and watched you move away no wiser. Will you learn from your mistakes, Seeker? You know what? Who are you? I am O. And yes, I know I'm not doing a bell-like tone. I don't know what a bell-like tone and voice sounds like. I'm sticking with this. For some reason, when he speaks his name, it sounds like he's speaking of much more than a single letter. As if the speaking of his name contained untold possibilities and nuances. No human tongue could ever create such a sound. Oh, wait, he doesn't have a tongue, anyway. What are you? It is my name. It is the name of a portion of eternity. I am a letter in the divine alphabet. You're a letter in the alphabet. Okay, I need you to find two buddy truths. Their letters are F and U. Understanding me leads to understanding existence. I am rid with the true names of half of everything. My being encompasses truth. I am mathematic, organic, metaphysic. Yeah, so what does that mean? The divine alphabet is writ with the name of everything that exists, from the seed at the hearts of the elemental planes, to the core of the great beyond. My brothers, sisters, a single word translates into two in your mind. And I reach across all that is, was, or ever shall be. We are thought and reality and concept and unimaginable. Okay, tell me about this here great beyond. You would not understand. No mortal possibly could. It is beyond the powers of comprehension of all but the most powerful of powers. And once they understand, they move beyond the veil of mortal comprehension. I can explain it no more than that. Perhaps sometime you will understand. So what are you doing here? Why, I am watching the ebb and flow of mortality. And what do you see? You mortals are like wasps. You build your lives' nests from the slimest of branches. And when the wind shakes your home life free, you seek to sting the wind to death, instead of realizing your foolish mistakes, attempting to repair the damage you have caused yourselves, and learning from your experience. You bring harm to any who have the misfortune to blunder near you in your time of pain and distress. My advice to you and to all mortals, stop acting like an insect and start acting sentient. Sir, I would like your ass to get away saying that in frickin' Brooklyn. I've never been to Brooklyn, but I've seen Brooklyn in the news. I have been talked to by people from Brooklyn. Your ass, I don't care where you from, wouldn't last 5 seconds in Brooklyn. And I know your ass wouldn't last long in my hometown. And as Izzy would say, you wouldn't last 5 seconds in Compton. Guaranteed, you say that and BAM! Well, O's got a big O right in the face. I'll think about that. Answer the question for me. What is it you wish to know? Let's see. Tell me about yourself. Okay. What sort of name are you? Okay, did I already go through all this? Let's see this one. That means you should know all the secret systems. I know parts of many of them. Without a connection to my brothers, I am but a letter. Alone, I am a symbol. Combined, we are language and power. So, you don't know secrets? I did not say that. A letter is still a powerful force, even on its own. Allow me to show you. He opens his mouth wider, and wider still. The mask of his face tears around his eyes, mouth, and nose, revealing that hint of eternity you glimpsed earlier. You are lost in it, adrift in it, a part of it. You return to your mundane senses, realize that O has vanished. Yet somehow your horizons have expanded. Enlightenment has brushed you, however briefly, across the brow. That was indescribable. And because we did that, we gained +1 to wisdom. And you know how motherfucking good that is. Wisdom is a very important score in this game. Hey, let's talk to this guy now. The man before you is odd. His dry yellow skin has the scars of one who has traveled everywhere and never rested long in any one place. His pinched face is inhumanly angular, and his ears swept out from his skull, tapering to points. He wears a loose-fitting orange tunic, and a strange shimmering blade is strapped across his back. The blade looks to be a two-pronged glaive made of some metal whose surface swirls like a film of oil on a pond. Greetings! The man turns to you, his eyes like polished coal, stares through, and for a moment you wonder if he might be blind. The weapon suddenly turns a dead flat black, mirroring the man's eyes. Are you alright?
Hail, traveler.
Interesting voice, sir. He says nothing for a moment, merely searches your face with his eyes. Hail, traveler. I'm gonna try and repeat that voice. I'm gonna try. His voice is quiet and somber, like a wind whispering through the branches of a retreat.
Your
hail.
eyes are the weight of one who has traveled far to be in this place.
That would be a yes. The man meets your gaze. His eyes burrowing into yours. Well, that's comfortable. His weapon drains of its black color, resuming its shimmering you noticed before you spoke to him. And your eyes have the weight of one who has traveled far to be in this place. Yeah, you can say that. The man's gaze does not waver from yours. I am known as Dakan. The emphasis he placed on the word known strikes you as odd, yet familiar at the same time. You are not known to me. I do not know myself! That is for the best. In knowing yourself, there would be a little in the plains left worth knowing. Fall silent for a moment, still studying you with his coal-black eyes. I would know why you have come to the city. I'm looking for answers. I have many questions. Speak your questions. I will hear you. Wait, on. Okay. Your features are unfamiliar to me. What are you? A Githzerai. Githzerai. Whatever. Githzerai? Githzerai is one of the people. One of the people? Githzerai side. Yes, but, what are the Githzerai exactly? The comment aside for a moment, then speaks. Our history does not need to be made known to you. We would bleed to death on Time's Blade before I recited a fraction of the histories of our people. I do not need to know your histories, but I would know of people as they are now. Silent for a moment. No, this, and accept it as an answer. We are the people who make our home upon the shifting plane of limbo. With a deft motion, Dakan slips its blade from his back and holds it before him. Let's see here. Let's wait and see what happens. Whoa! He just... There we mold the matter of limbo with our minds. We forge cities with our thoughts. As you watch, a series of rippling waves of metal begin to roll forth from the center of the blade. The pitch and crest of the waves match the reflections in Dakan's voice. In its chaos we dwell, with only our knowing to preserve us. We are Githzerai. What's that blade of yours? Shift in response to your voice. It is a Karash blade. It is an object that lets others know the rank of the wielder. It's made out of strange metal, something hypnotic. Dakan falls silent for a moment as if searching for the correct words. In your tongue, the closest translation is chaos matter. The people may shape it with their tongues, with their thoughts. Move it with their thoughts. Karash is not shaped by heat, but by knowing oneself. It is a mirror that reflects the will of the wielder on its surface, and in its edge. When one knows themselves, the blade is strong, harder and stronger than steel. When one does not know themselves, the blade is as water, formless and weak. What rank does that blade signify? The blade is a symbol carried by the Zerth. A Zerth is one who knows the words of Zerethimon. In knowing the words of Zerethimon, they know themselves. Zerethimon? Zerethimon founded our race. He knew the Githzerai before they knew themselves. He defined the people. He gave them one mind. Okay. You seem to have a special emphasis on knowing. What do you mean? All things, whether structure or flesh, their existence is defined by their knowing of themselves. And if a man does not know himself? When a mind does not know itself, it is flawed. When a mind is flawed, the man is flawed. When a man is flawed, that which he touches is flawed. Dakan pauses. It is said, what a flawed man sees, his hands make broken. Do you know yourself? Dakan falls silent. His cold black eyes lay on the same distance that you noticed when you first spoke. I ask again, do you know yourself? When Dakan speaks again, his voice has changed. His words echo like great stone dropped into a chasm. Looks like he is forcing the words from his chest. It's not my will that you know this. Never mind. Let's ask him about fraud. That one is not known to me. Any other questions? 6. Location such a thing is not known to me. Let's see. As you turn to leave, the man speaks sharply. The first time you have heard his tone change since the conversation began. Hold. The man's voice levels out. The city is not known to you. I will travel your path with you. Yep. I accept. An extra blade would be welcome.
Path is mine.
Okay. Strangely enough, his voice seems distant, and it echoes as if he was speaking from across the great distance. Very well, let's go. And we now have a new party member! His name is Dakan. He's a fighter mage. Level... something or other. Okay, he's lawful neutral. What the fuck is your level? He's got a good, armor class. Oh, level 3. Harpenter! Oh, wait, no, level 6, because he's, He's level 3 in fighter and level 3 in mage, so he's level 6. And he's got some kick-ass stats. He's definitely 17. Okay, I have better intelligence, better wisdom. He's got better dex, better con, and yeah, I still got better charisma. Yeah. And you ain't got no charisma, you floating head. Okay. Okay. We now have a new party member. I'm doing this completely out of order of the walkthrough because I'm kind of just wandering the bar, you know what I mean? Now, let's see. Hey, let's talk to this jackass over here, this mercy killer. Darn behemoth, this man is huge! He also seems to have a very keen eye. He misses nothing that transpires around him. All seems as no one just speaking at you. I'd like to ask you some questions. The man stares at you as if he were some form of bug. He stares at you, blinking slowly. Turns his head, then dismisses you without a word. Farewell, you bastard. There's supposed to be some people over here. Cherry Ponds. Support the ramshackle. Excuse me, Mokai. But you see someone dressed as a female dustman with a half-empty glass in her right hand. As you near her, she calls out to you. You over here. You notice that there's something wrong about her, and your exposure to dustman leads you to believe that she's just too lively to be a member of the faction. Alright. Hey, Kata, buy a lady a drink. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Where the hell is it? You're not really a dustman, are you? She looks around nervously and seems to be sober right up. Why did you say that? Because you don't act like a dusty, and you're not offering contracts. In fact, you're taking money instead of giving out for that corpse labor they do at the mortuary. She stifles a squeak of terror and hastens to No, I'm not a dustman. I just found these robes in the street, and I didn't have enough money to get good clothes, and I heard there was a dustman thief around. But you could probably find him somewhere else in the southeast part of the hive. I saw him, but I hid from him. Please don't hurt me. I'm not planning on it. You ought to know that you're not pulling it off too well. Now, I have some questions. What do you want to know? Barkus says it's time for you to settle your debt. Pay up. Jumps a little in, nervous tension becomes full-fledged anxiety. What are you going to do? Ask you to pay up. Now. I can't afford it. Can you swap me just 10%? I'll give it to him, and he'll know, so I'll pay the rest. How much you need? I need about 100 gold to start on the debt. I'll lend you the money. Here, take it and pay up. Now! She pockets her jank, glances briefly toward the door, almost as if she's weighing her chances of dashing out. Sighs heavily, she realizes there's no chance against the walk going toward the bar. My thanks, I suppose. Don't mention it, and don't ever think about heading for the door until you paid up. And you're damn right, I'm gonna fucking follow her. I know, it's like, you gonna pay. I will keep an eye on you. Let's see, you got a Gither's eye, my big ass, and a skull. Here's some money, I'm sure bring more later. You better, or I'll send him after you again. Alright, now let's talk to you. I'm going on your with me, just making sure. Get moving. You won't be having trouble with Mokai again. 1,000 experience! Holy freaking shit! Then, my friend, you have full bar privileges. For free. Anything you want, anytime. That must have been a pretty big tab she ran up. You don't know half of it. You want a drink now? No, but I will be back later. And I wonder if he has anything new, sir. Nothing. Now, there's supposed to be a couple other people in this place here.
I'm gone.
Let me go ahead and save really quick. Yes, I know it's 20 minutes. Shut up, you damn watch.
Done.
This one function door is now nailed shut and barred on the inside to protect against thieves. Lovely. Now, it's supposed to be wait, no. There's supposed to be another person around here somewhere. I'm not sure as to where, though.
I'm gone.
There was Scarborough Town, it's nice, see from Marksman. Right there, right? It's warm to the touch. Persecuted. You see a lad who barely looks a day over 18. His face seems to betray some tension. Help you, cutter? Who are you? I'm Caleb. I'm a mercy killer. I'm here with Tanner and Easton to catch my first criminal. What can you tell me about the mercy killers? Well then, sorry, I have to get used to saying that now. Believe that justice is the most important thing in existence. Believe that without justice there is no meaning. Without meaning we might as well just go off and kill ourselves. I don't want to kill myself, so I said justice is the meaning. If you want to know more, you ought to ask one of these other two fine Whopper recruiters. They'll talk your ear off. Yeah, I might do that. Answer some question mark first, will you? Let's see. You say he's looking for... Leader. Well, seeing as I'm a new mercenary, I'm supposed to bring a criminal to justice to show I can handle the field work. Decided I wanted to catch a killer. So we asked around and got told he was going to be here. Still haven't seen him, though. I'm a little nervous to tell the truth. Excuse me, really ought to get looking at the face here again. Crane's neck looking around. Good day.
Done.
Now, it's supposed to be, Kandrian. It's supposed to be a Kandrian around here. Just don't really see a Kandrian. Which is actually quite annoying. Unless I've completely missed the son bitch hiding. Just 1 second, let me... Well shit, I've barely even seen his ghost-like ass! Shit! Fucking ghost! See a soft-looking man with gentle, far-staring eyes. He dresses in supple leather clothing and carries various implements of use and destruction about his body, such as ropes, spikes, cinderboxes, and empty vials of air. He looks half gone, literally. His insubstantiality to his existence, as if his essence had been partially leached away. He focuses those eyes on you, and suddenly you find him gripping and determined. Greetings to you, old Seagull. Greetings, you fucking ghost! Carefully sets down the mug he's holding and gives you all his attention. I have seen the far reaches of the multiverse and returned to tell the tale. I have walked upon the bodies of dead ghouls and spun moonbeams in the astral ahead of 1,000 streaking Githyanki nights. I have passed the edges of existence and watched my essence shiver away before me. What is it I can do for you? I have some questions. Who are you? I am Kandrian Ilk, traveler, dreamer, tail spinner, and so forth. You're a traveler? Tell me of the plains, sir! I'm tired, Seeker, so tired. I'm fresh back from negation. I will answer what I can for you, but I cannot promise that you will find satisfaction in the answers I give. What would you know? Would you hear of the outer planes, the prime material, or the inner planes? Fresh back from negation? The frick is that? His eyes cloud over. I went to the inner planes to discover my true essence. I made the mistake of visiting the negative material plane in order to understand my body's urge to decay in the cycle of death in life. I thought myself protected against the ill effects of the plane with my magic, but I was wrong. The blackness of the infinite nothing pressed on my soul, and I was beset by shadows that sought to snuff out my very soul. I lost my way for a time, for an eternity, and then I lost my existence. I can feel my essence falling away from me. I am even now half gone. Never will I return. How did you survive?
Updated my journal.
How did I survive? He smiles tightly. With a piece of nothing they held back the nothing. Nothing can stop nothing, you know. And so I carried nothing in my hand to protect me. Do you plan a journey to the ultimate negation yourself? You have the smell of desperation about you, and so I make you this gift. Hold it in your hand when the shadows press in, and it should protect you and your friends somewhat, should they remain close to you. Passes you a small black token. Looks as if there's no dimensionality to it at all. Thanks. Tell me more of the planes. You would know more of the planes? Ask, and I shall tell you best I can. Which are the outer planes, the prime material, or the inner planes? What's the difference? Oh, good lord, all this reading. Difference is the true essence seeker. The inner planes are matter, substance, true physicality. They are building blocks of the multiverse, for it is then that all believe in the elements spring. The inner planes filter through the ethereal plane, the plane of potential, the plane of potential, some say, which forms the elements in the worlds of mortals. Once past the ethereal plane, one reaches the prime material, where exist all manner of mortals and monsters and myths and machines. It is there that belief is born, and there that the spirits that create the outer planes are born. When mortals die, they pass through the astral planes, a new place that is thought and mental energy itself. It's in all things, and in none. It is a paradox, among other things, and it filters spirits in a great ring. Do you comprehend so far? Forget this line of questioning. Because, you know what? Let me see here, because I'm gonna be honest. That's just too fucking much. Whew. Okay, but we do have one thing I want to do. I met a woman named Ingress with very bad teeth. She said she had come through a portal with from some world that was opened by a tune hammer near two crossed trees. Can you get her home? Pauses briefly, thinking. I know the portal of which you speak, though I have not traveled it. These 30 years are gone. I will take her home, Seeker. Go tell her to await my arrival, then meet me back here. I will tell you if I was successful or not.
Updated my journal.
Now, I'm gonna take and run back. And do that really quick. Because yeah. And I will be right back. Alright, found her. And now we're gonna tell her. You see Ingress. She is huddled inside her cloak of dirty rags, her teeth chattering. She is glancing furiously about her, as if expecting to be attacked any moment. Greetings, Ingress! Hey, you! She squints at you. What is it you wanted me now? You wanted me to leave? I'm not leaving the city, so I'm not. I can't try it. It's not a city. It's a prison everywhere. Ingress, I found someone who can take you back to your home plane. Ingress falls silent. I want to go. I want to leave this place! His name is Kandrian. He should be along shortly to help you. Trust him, alright? Ingress says nothing, merely nods quietly, her teeth chattering inside her mouth. I'll go back and meet Kandrian at Smoldering Corpse bar and make sure everything turned out alright. Be strong, Ingress.
Updated my journal.
And there's that again. Now we're going to take and run back here. And I will be right back. Okay, now where the hell is it?
Done.
No, I never saw his ass. Oh, damn. Kendrick's edge approach him. The tooth woman wanted you to have these, she says, holding out his hand. She wanted to express her things, even out the balance book, as it were, and be done with the damn things. The palm of your hand are Ingress' dancing teeth, and he smoothly deposits them in your hand. Enjoy them, Seeker. Okay.
Updated my journal.
And damn, we are just so freaking close to leveling up. It's not even fucking funny. But now we get a set of teeth. We also get a negative token. Look at that. Negative token. Ward against shadows. Special. Hold shadow creatures temporarily. This is a negative token. A flat black disc. It appears to have no substance to it at all. Turning it over reveals that it has no third dimension. There's no thickness to the item at all. Gives you some command over creature's shadow. You can command them to stand still for a few precious seconds. The more powerful the shadow, the less likely to obey your command. As an added benefit, as long as this token is carried by any of your party members, it acts as a ward against shadows. It will not prevent shadows from attacking your group, but the shadows will find it more difficult to harm you while the token is carried. Well, definitely gotta do that. So who got the... Let's see, he's got the Unbroken Circle of Zerithmon. The small round stone is the Unbroken Circle of Zerithmon. The Unbroken Circle is a Zerth religious text containing teachings of Zerithmon, the founder of the Galithazai people. The circle is made up of a series of interlocking circles that flow out from one another, depending on which branch the reader wishes to follow in the path of teachings. It said that some Zerths spend years poring over the combinations of the planes, looking for significance in the teachings. The Khan seems to use the text as a means of focusing his spellcasting abilities, for he pores over the tablet occasionally, memorizing the words.
I cannot part with that.
Okay, so I can't. Whispering Flask. Folks A, special 2 strength, used only by Githzai. This container holds a very peculiar power called the Whispering Mode. Loose translation of the Githzai expression, a form of healing powder commonly used by the Githzai on the plains of Limbo. When the stopper is pulled and the spice touched on the skin of the wounded person, the spice travels through the injured person's body, generating raw material to fill up the holes in its physical form, no matter how small or large. In order for the spice to work, the user must concentrate on its healing effects. With the proper discipline, a practiced Githzai can even heal the greatest of wounds. In addition to its curative properties, it's also the element in several of their rites of passage. It believes that the spice also fills up the holes in a person's psyche, removing doubts, giving them focus and purpose. And he's also got the Dakon's Earth Blade. Chain Blade. On the Githzai's home plane of Limbo, matter is something of a rarity. Limbo itself is a supermassive elements, and only through force of will can the Githzai shape these elements into stable matter. A substance called Karash is a material that can be shaped with the mind. Dakon's blade is composed of this substance, though mental discipline alone, through mental discipline alone. Dakon maintains the integrity of the blade. He can shape it slightly depending on his skill, adjusting its length, sharpness to the edge. Presumably, as he gains new levels, he may be able to manipulate the blade in new ways. It's not known whether all Githzai Zerth carry such weapons. Certainly, a weapon that depends on the integrity of the wielder would be entrusted only to those who had learned to discipline themselves. His blades appear to have a special religious significance for Dakon. Dakon has wound a series of parchments around the hilt of the blade. He appear to be mantras dedicated to Zerithmon. Lovely. And... maybe I better clean up my inventory a bit. Because I don't think he gave it to me. Oh wait, no, there they are. Ingris's Teeth. 1 to 6 crushing. Usable only by Morty. Proficiency 5th! This is a handful of Ingris's living teeth. Apparently they didn't want to go with her back through the portal to her home plane. They rattle amongst themselves whenever they are held close together. They remind you of a bunch of creepy ivory hopping bugs. Change the teeth to a different type, select use. Teeth may gain new levels, new options and abilities as Morty goes up in level. Morty? You can have those.
Hey! Hey, come on. Hey, come on. Hey! 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 Hey!
Examine Ingrid's teeth. You can't shake their resemblance to ivory bugs. You get the feeling they are looking to expectantly, waiting for command. I want you to do piercing damage. The teeth are only getting the sharp things. There we go!
What's up?
Let me see your inventory. Pierce? Oh, good lord! Tell them to do shit and they'll do it. That's some handy teeth, I tell you, and he don't have to worry about biting his damn tongue yet at all. still have one more thing to do. We still have to talk to Los again, wherever the frick he went. Los! There you are, you bastard. Let's see. Okay, apparently I've already taken care of that. Alright, but that's unfortunately all the time I have for this episode of the BygMan Plays Planescape Torment, requested by Bormac. Until next episode, it's Big Fatty Plus, sayonara, and remember not to try to skip out on your bar tab, because you'll get someone sent after you. Someone who's either got some manipulative teeth, or someone who's phased out of existence, or someone in a fuck ton of armor!